Hey, I'm back. This time the gameplay you're seeing is a game I really like. It's called Smite. It's like a third-person MOBA style game. Here I'm playing Joust, which is a 3v3 style game. It only has one lane, 2 jungles. I'm playing as Artemis. I like playing the Hunter role. I don't know why, I just like having high damage output over, like, high health, pretty much. I just prefer the playstyle. I don't know. So yeah, Smite, it's a great game, you should go play it. I don't know why it isn't on Steam. I mean, Hi-Rez's other games are on Steam, like, trying to think, Tribes, Global Agenda. Oh yeah, that, and you'll probably notice that the audio here is kinda not really synced up. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, this is Smite. It's a great game. You should go play it. Download it. It's free to play. You can spend money on it if you want. I mean, it's kind of easy to get things in the game without paying, unless it's like a skin or something. But every now and again, they have a like kind of double XP weekend thing where every game that you play, you get 10 gems, and gems are pretty much the cash shop currency, pretty much the Microsoft points of Smite. And you'll get like 10 for each game you win, or just 10 for each game. I'm not sure how it worked. And you can use that to buy skins. For example, a skin where they change the abilities and the voice would be, say, 600 gems. And like just a palette swap would be, I think, like 200 maybe. I don't know. I don't know how much gems cost either. But I do know that for 600 gems you can get the skin for Cobb, which he's a god of bees, right? You can get a skin, changes him to Cthulhu, right? I mean, while you're playing as the god of bees, which is amazing in its own, but you're also Cthulhu. So yeah. But however, that also confirms that Cthulhu will not be an actual god, which you could probably tell by the thumbnail of this video, where I spelled Cthulhu wrong, but it's all good. That Sloth has equal chance of getting in the game as Cthulhu does, as a god. Unless there's a god of Sloths. I don't know if like any pantheon or mythology has god of Sloths. I would play as the god of Sloths if he was in the game. I would definitely play as the god of Sloths. Hi-Rez, get on that. God of Sloths. That would be amazing. What would the god of Sloths even... I'm gonna Google search this right now. Let's see. God of Sloths. Alright. There is a god of sloths. In Greek mythology, there is a goddess who's the goddess of laziness. She like shows like her appearance is that of a sloth. So yeah, she god of laziness. She's a sloth called, I don't want to pronounce that, so I would probably say it wrong. Aergia. God of Sloths. Greek god. Add them. Add them to the game. We'll add her. Not them. There's not more than one. If there's more than one god of Sloths, that would be amazing, but they won't add more than one god of Sloth. Then again, they did add multiple gods of thunder, such as Thor and Zeus. And Shock. Yeah, they're already overlapping with gods. Like like gods of death, Thanatos, and Hades. They're overlapping. I mean, why did they add like a third God of Thunder before adding the first God of Sloths? Or Laziness. Sloth. I would play as a sloth. What type of abilities would the God of Laziness have? Goddess. Sorry. What type of abilities would she have? Oh, apparently there's both a Greek and Roman version of this goddess. The Roman version, I think, no. Oh no. They have the same name, I think. Hold on, I'm just reading. Yeah, so the goddess Sloths is considered both a Greek and Roman god. Right. Or goddess. So she's a Greek and Roman goddess, the goddess of laziness. She appears as a sloth. I did not know about this. She should be added to this game. I will research this character more later. This goddess. I will research her more, so I can see whether or not the god of sloths should be, or goddess laziness. See, I'm just used to saying god because in different mythologies it's more likely for there to be a male god than a female goddess. I don't know why. But with the laziness and sloths, I just imagine playing as a sloth. And like, imagine a sloth just beating the shit out of Hades. Just if this goddess would be added, that could happen. Just Hades being like just absolutely destroyed by a sloth. I want to see that. That would be amazing. I would love to see that. Do you want to see that? I mean, would Hi-Rez want to see that? I mean, I want to play as a sloth, as I've said multiple times already. Yeah. Sloths, they're awesome. Yeah. It's better than a god of ducks. You know, better than a god of ducks. Is there a god of ducks? Let's see. God of ducks. God of no. Who's the? Nope. There's no actual god of ducks in mythology. There is the god of sloths. Two versions. She's a Greek and Roman goddess, as I've already said. But goddess of sloths, I would play as her. Or well, laziness, but appears as a sloth. I would play as her. That would. I mean, I don't even know if it would be better than a god of bees, though. Like, would it be equal? Or, like would it be equal and one be better than the other? Well, now I need to seriously think about this. Which is more awesome, a god of bees or sloths? Now, with bees, you can get a lot of puns and a lot of really bad puns that are funny because I really like bad puns. I like bad jokes. I don't know why. How many sloth puns could you make? Right? At the same time, do puns even matter when you're a sloth? Do puns matter to sloths? Probably not. they also don't matter to bees, because both sloths and bees are animals, and they don't give a shit about jokes. I mean, I can assume, unless sloths are like, what if there's like a sentient, not sentient, but like pretty much a sloth with the mind of a human? How would that work? Well, I guess that's pretty much what this goddess would look like in the game. So, Goddess of Sloths. And as you look at this gameplay, you can probably tell why I chose it. As you can see, 10 kills at this moment, 10 minutes in. 10 kills, that's like 1 kill a minute, pretty much. Even though it's closer to 9 minutes. And 3 kills. Right. So, pretty much, to average this out, at around 9 minutes, 10 kills, 3 deaths, so around 1 kill a minute, close to there, and 1 death every 3 minutes. That's technically what it is. Now it's same score, closer to 10 minutes. So that's technically, you could average it out to being that, even though it's obviously not that, because it wasn't 10 minutes when I had this. Yeah. I don't know what I'm even talking about now. I've strayed away from the Goddess of Sloths and Laziness. Sloths. I want to play as a sloth. That and Smite. That would be awesome. I mean, could you see League of Legends or Dota 2 adding a sloth as a playable character? I couldn't. I wouldn't be able. I wouldn't see that happening. If it did, it would be awesome, but, you know, I don't play either of those games. Because I just don't really like the RTS style camera. I prefer the third-person style camera when it comes to MOBAs. And there's only one game with that camera, which is Smite, which is why I like it. It's pretty much the one MOBA that I actually play. Right? Like, it is the one that I really enjoy playing, pretty much. So yeah, Smite. It's free to play, as I've said at the beginning. As you can tell, I'm running out of things to say. I mean, what else could I possibly talk about? I mean, everything else will pale in comparison to the Goddess of Sloths. So yeah, Goddess of Sloths should be added to the game. I will go on the forums after this is finished, and I will ask. Not really ask. I will. Yeah, pretty much. I will ask if they ever plan on adding Goddess of Sloths or Laziness or whatever. Sloths. What other animals would be amazing to play as, or have a god play as a god of? I mean, we already have a playable monkey, so I mean, what other like amazing? I mean, ducks. There's no god of ducks. And I mean that just ducks is where it goes from awesome to just stupid, right? So, pretty much God of Ducks is what a stoner would come up with, kind of, and like try and believe in, or like just come up with in their mind God of Ducks, and actually try to flesh it out as an actual god. Then again, I mean, God of Ducks, it's stupid, but it's kind of funny when you think about there being a God of Ducks. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I don't even know.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
I don't even know. I mean, what? I know there are a lot of gods that aren't in the game, and there are a lot that probably shouldn't be in the game. Like, it would be kind of stupid to put Jesus in the game, wouldn't it? I mean, it would be funny, but it would just be kind of stupid to put Jesus in the game, right? I mean, if you look at the reaction that the Hindu community had when they, like, about Kali, when the game, like, first came out in, like, beta and they showed Kali, they were pretty pissed. So if they were to add Jesus, would the Christians be pissed? Would they? I mean, what would happen? I don't even know. And I mean, I don't need, like, what would the abilities be? Walk on water? There's no water. Like, what could these abilities possibly be? Right? I mean, if they wanted something in Christianity, maybe 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse? Maybe one of those? Like death, famine, pestilence, I don't know. I mean, and that's only my mind because I just watched part of the 2-parter from Highlander. There's the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Turns out that Mythos was one of them, you know. Anyone else watch the Highlander TV series, they'll know what I'm talking about. If no one has, which a lot of people probably haven't seen, then, you know. So yeah, this gameplay is over. I talked a lot about, like, the goddess of sloths, and just how much I love this game. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. You probably did. So goodbye.